Hey guys, how's it going? I know that the news has been a little bit stale recently, like the last week or so, but we've allowed it to build up, and that means we have a lot of exciting things to talk about today, including real-life AR contact lenses, a new device that Meta is working on to make your gaming on the Quest a lot better, and so much more. So, as usual, in case you guys like this one, I'm Mysticle, slap that red button down below, and let's get right into it. Okay, so first piece of news that we have for today is Meta working on a brand new device. This is something that I think should have existed from the very beginning because it is something that is going to make your PCVR gaming on the Quest supposedly a lot nicer. Let me tell you the details. So the device in question is supposedly called the AirBridge, and it is a wireless USB dongle for the Quest 2 that has been spotted in Oculus drivers, and reveals the existence of a VR AirBridge, a dedicated USB Wi-Fi dongle for the Quest made by D-Link. D-Link being one of the most popular networking companies out there. If you guys haven't heard of them and you're into networking of any kind, I would be very surprised. The code referencing an unannounced D-Link DWA F18 VR AirBridge was discovered in Oculus PC drivers by software engineer It's Caitlin03. The code suggests it's likely based on DWA X1850, an existing Wi-Fi 6 USB 3 adapter. So what could this possibly mean? Well, the Oculus Quest 2 supports Wi-Fi 6, and not everybody has a Wi-Fi 6 access point or a Wi-Fi 6 router to send out the best possible Wi-Fi connection for AirLink inside their home. Those can be quite costly, and not everybody wants to go through the setup of them. Of course, if you have one, you know how amazing AirLink and Virtual Desktop can be on Wi-Fi 6. I myself have had the chance to experience it. In fact, let me grab my router. Well, actually, I'm not using it for whatever reason, but it's over there. So this is the Wi-Fi 6 This is the Wi-Fi 6 router that I have purchased, and while it was originally purchased for someone else, it didn't work out for them, so I took it back. And it has worked incredibly well for Virtual Desktop and basically anything else. My car doesn't want to connect to my current Wi-Fi, so anytime I want to update it, I have to use this. It's kind of just been sitting there until I need it. So supposedly, what a dongle like this would do is broadcast a signal directly from your PC using the Wi-Fi 6 protocol to your Quest, allowing the two to connect basically flawlessly. No router in between, no access point in between. It's a direct connection, hopefully mitigating any kind of issues that you could have between the fact that you're connecting through a router. So I'm all in for a little dongle like this. In fact, I would buy it in a heartbeat because it would mean flawless wireless PCVR. Well, hopefully flawless. You get what I'm trying to say, or at least that's the image they've been trying to portray. Do let me know what you think about a dongle like this down below. Of course, if you want to read the full article by Upload VR, that's also going to be down below. Would you buy it? Are you interested? I would love to hear your opinion. Let's move on to the next piece of news. Goodbye, Oculus Quest. We have once again fully pushed through, and we now have 100% a Meta Quest. Well, sort of, because the controller still has the Oculus logo on it. It's a little bit confusing, but now the headset and boxes are on store shelves and selling as a Meta Quest. In fact, as posted by a Facebook post, what is this content not found? Oh my gosh, Zuck, are you trying to silence people? Okay, so originally there was a post there by someone who went into a Walmart and got their Oculus Quest replaced, but now that content seems to be gone. That is ever so slightly concerning. Zuck, what is this? What? Anyway, as you can see on the images floating above me on screen, multiple users have been posting pictures of now getting their Meta Quest. Whether they have replaced an Oculus Quest and got back a Meta Quest, or whether they have just purchased a brand new Quest 2 device and are receiving both the headset logo and the box change. One thing I want to say is I actually thought it didn't look too bad originally, but then I saw the Elite head strap, and the Elite head strap on the back has the Meta logo, and for some reason that made me cringe. I don't know why. It was just the Elite head strap part. The back of the Elite head strap triggered me for some reason. But anyway, yeah, end of an era. Yeah, exactly what this is, essentially. Goodbye, Oculus. We now have a collector's item, guys. Oh, this is super exciting. The Meta Cambria now has new leaks posted by Sadly It's Bradley. So supposedly, Sadly It's Bradley has seen the Meta Cambria and got someone to recreate the 3D model as accurately as they possibly could. So we now have new 3D renders of the Meta Cambria, which is, by the way, the new Meta device that is going to be the more powerful AR, XR oriented version of the Quest, and we now have 3D renders of it. It's super cool. cool. It looks very exciting. Check out Sadly It's Bradley's video on it right up here in case you want the juicy details. But let's take a look at the renders. On the renders, we can see that the Cambria is definitely going to be a more XR-focused device, having more camera arrays in the front of the headset, along with possibly time-of-flight sensors there as well. But it overall looks like a very, very exciting device. Controllers haven't changed at all. In fact, they seem to be directly what we've seen in past videos and renders. They're going to be inside-out tracked controllers with cameras directly on them, with possibly their own XR2 chip accounting for those cameras. Last week, Bradley posted a video on his channel claiming a friend gave him impressions of the headset. The source apparently claimed Cambria has a resolution of 2160 by 2160 per eye, up from the Quest 2's 1832 by 1920 per eye, and a field of view that feels very similar to the Quest 2. Overall, I'm super excited for the Meta Cambria. I don't exactly know what it's going to be. Of course, none of us do. Well, okay, maybe some people do, but they just don't want to tell us. Apparently, developers have already gotten their hands on the Meta Cambria device, and they're not even trying this time. They're not making a funny box or anything. They're just shipping it out in brown cardboard boxes. Either way, it's very exciting. I cannot wait for this brand new device. I'm super into AR and XR in general, and I will most definitely be buying it if it's available to consumers and not just businesses. Do let me know what you think about the Meta Cambria down below, and are you excited for it? When do you think it's going to be releasing? I still have hopes that it might happen this year, or sometime hopefully before summer, but I guess we'll just have to see. Talking about releases, Meta has cancelled its F8 conference, instead preparing themselves for the Meta Connect. I was going to say Oculus Connect, Meta Connect conference. Meta is not holding its annual F8 conference this year, but will still host the VR and AR focused Connect later on this year. Similar to years past, we are taking a brief break in programming and will not hold the F8 in 2022, while we gear up on new initiatives that are all tailored towards the next chapter of the internet, and the next chapter of our company too, building the metaverse. Meta said in a blog post, F8 is mainly focused on Meta's traditional businesses, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Messenger. So overall, this isn't something that would be too much of interest to us. I mean, I bet a lot of you are interested, but it's not really in our space. It's just interesting to see Meta kind of holding off on their annual conference and instead deciding to hold and kind of put all their energy towards the XR focused event. Really shows you that they are going all in to the quote-unquote metaverse. Yeah, interesting stuff. Oh, and by the way, on interesting stuff, we have Oculus Quest Passthrough Occlusion. This was posted on Twitter by Crazy Kung Fu, and behold, the Orb of Quests, new player quest tracker design plus hands. And you can see here, it's actually really good. The way I think they're doing this is they're essentially overlaying hand tracking and just making it see-through so that you can see through the hand tracking and instead see your hands. This is something, of course, I cannot confirm as I'm not a developer, but it looks really cool. And I'm super excited to see more pass-through occlusion appear on the Quest using these innovative methods, as we have no proper way of doing it yet. It looks really nice. Thank you for posting. Thank you for sharing and giving us hope. Do let me know what you think about this one down below. Are you into pass-through even though it's just black and white, or would you prefer something more? Cambria might give you that. Now, on the topic of some games, Demeo being one of my favorite games ever to play around with friends when they're over or when I'm over and bring along the quests, has been a massive hit with basically all my friends. But not all of them have VR headsets, but they do have PCs. I'm happy to announce that Demeo can now be played on PC, without a VR headset, that is. Demeo PC Edition is now available on Steam in early access, and it comes with cross-platform multiplayer from flat-screen PCs to VR headsets, including the Quest, Rift, and Steam VR. This is something really cool. It's something I've been waiting for a while now, and I'm super excited to finally be able to play the game with more of my friends. Okay, this is a big one that everyone was making headlines about. Real AR contact lenses. They're a thing, and even though they're a thing, they're more like a prototype. They're made by, oh, hello ads. They're made by Mojovision, and they have unveiled their latest augmented reality contact lens prototype. Mojovision said it has created a new prototype of its Mojo Lens augmented reality contact lenses. This smart contact lens will bring invisible computing to life, the company believes. The Mojo Lens prototype is a critical milestone for the company in its development, testing, and validation process, and is an innovation positioned at the intersection of smartphones, augmented reality, virtual reality, smart wearables, and health tech. The prototype includes numerous new hardware features and technologies embedded directly into the lens, advancing its display, communications, eye tracking, and power system. To quote them, "We don't refer to this as a product," said Steve Sinclair, Senior Vice President of Product and Marketing. In an interview with VentureBeat, "We refer to it as a prototype. The next year or so for us is going to be taking what we have learned from this, because now we understand how to build a smart contact lens with all the elements. It's now optimization, it's software development, it's experience development, and safety testing. It's really understanding how it works as a low vision product for a customer that we're interested in." So this looks super interesting. Looking up close, you can kind of see all the technology mounted around the contact lens, with something possibly looking kind of like eye tracking or something else in the center. I mean, this makes sense. You kind of want the center of your eyeball to not be obstructed, but the rest you can kind of take up since you only see through the iris of your eye. Someone's going to get triggered and tell me that that's incorrect, but I am very, very excited for VR contact lenses. As a person who wears glasses on a daily basis anyway, slapping some technology in there, I mean, is a huge benefit for me in any way, shape, or form. I've been trying to get my hands on AR smart glasses, or just smart glasses in general, that I can wear out in public for like the longest time. AR contact lenses, apart from making your eyeball probably a little bit green with the PCBs, are of course the next step from that. I'm super excited to see what they come up with and cannot wait to see the innovation. If you want the full article, I'll leave a link down below. And finally, as our final piece of news for you questers out there, I have some information about an experimental Sidequest build. A lot of people were mentioning this in the comments, and I had no clue what they were on about. So I did some research and found out that you can, as a matter of fact, now install Sidequest directly on the Quest and install directly from that Sidequest app. It's an experimental build of Sidequest that you install using Sidequest. I know, it gets complicated. Not really though. You just install Sidequest through Sidequest on your Quest and make sure to choose the experimental version of Sidequest. This will allow you to open Sidequest on your Quest. Wow. And install apps directly from it. Now, be careful, this might be against Meta's terms and conditions, as you technically shouldn't be installing third-party stores on the Quest according to those. That is going to be it for today's video. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you all have a fantastic day or night. I'm Mysticle. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, leave a like. If you disliked it, I guess this button works too, but do let me know why down in the comments section below. Thank you so much to the Patreons supporting this channel. You guys help me out a ton, paying my bills, paying for my subscriptions here and there, and overall making these videos better. In case you guys would like to support the channel in any way, shape, or form, we've got sick mugs down below that boost your FPS by 300%, and merch that does not put a huge ad on your body. Join our Discord, join our Reddit. I want to see you posting your spicy memes on there. Post anything interesting you find. I love seeing it. And as usual, in case you guys want to be notified about future content coming up on the channel, make sure to smack the subscribe button with your forehead, ding my bell, and see you again in the next video. Peace.